Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello my dear student, welcome back to First Commerce Accountancy online classes. Dear student, in last class we studied what is generally accepted accounting principles, and there we studied something about the basic accounting concept. Let's start to study one by one basic accounting concepts in this class. So the topic is basic accounting concepts. We know that total 13 accounting concepts are there. Let's discuss one by one. Under that, the first accounting concept is business entity concept. Correct, right? Business entity concept. It is one of the important concepts in the whole process of accounting. According to this concept of business entity, it assumes that business as a distinct and separate entity from its owner. It means that business and its owner are to be treated as two different entities, are the separate entities. It means, say business is, we should know that when the basic function of accounting is to record the business transaction in the books of account. That is what the basic function of accounting. Okay, that we know that. Recording the transaction in the books of account is the basic function of accounting, that we know. But at the time of recording the transaction, we should think that business is separate from its owner. Business is separate entity and owner is separate entity. Take one example to understand this concept in the easiest way. Say, when a person brings in some money as a capital to his business, who can take money in the form of as capital, owner only can contribute his money in the form of that money is called as capital, that we studied in our first chapter. Okay, so it is treated, that capital is treated as, at the time of recording the transaction, accounting records, this capital is considered as, capital can be recorded in the books of account as liability. This capital is liability of the business to the owner. Liability means what? It is a responsibility. It is a obligation of an organization which is needed to be paid or in a near future. These are the dues of the organization. Liability andre enu, then responsibility, avara javabdarigalu, ಹೊಣೆಗಾರಿಕೆಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. So when a owner introduce some money to the business to start their organization, that is called as capital. That capital is a liability to the business, though that investment or that capital is investment is done by the owner, but that is a responsibility or the liability to the business organization based on this assumption, based on business entity concept. Here capital, who is contributing, who is investing money to the business to start their business organization? Owner is contributing amount to the business to start his organization, that is called as capital. But that capital can be recorded in the books of accounts in the liability side, because this capital is considered as liability of the business to the owner. For example, capital is introduced by the owner of that organization. He invested rupees 10 lakh to the business. Then it means that 10 lakh rupees is a liability to whom? Liability of the business. Business in a liability. Yara ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇರುವಂತ liability? ಓನರ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಓನರ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಇನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಕನ್ಸರ್ನ್, ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ has to pay to the owner. Has to pay to the owner. That is what, say for example here owner is contributing the amount to run the business, but that amount is a liability. Amount is a liability of the business to the owner. That is what according to the concept of business entity concept. Here same way, similarly we can give one more example. When a person withdraws some money, when a person withdraws some money from the business for personal use, what it is called? If a owner withdraws money from his personal use, it is called by a particular term, one important term, that is what? Some are saying that it is drawings. Exactly right. So drawings means what? If a owner of the organization withdraws some money from the business for his personal use, then it is called as what? Drawings. So here we can say that, what? Some obligation. It is treated as what? Responsibility of the business. Here if a owner withdraws some money from the organization, it means here reduction of capital. When the owner withdrawing some amount from the business, it means reducing capital and also reducing liability of the business. So business entity concept means here according to this concept, business berene, owner berene. They are two different entities, two separate entities. They say for example, though I'm starting my own organization, but my personal asset, my personal liabilities are not affected to the business organization. ನನ್ನಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಸ್ವಂತ ವಸ್ತುಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ನನ್ನಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಗಳು, ನನ್ನ ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಗಳು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ is separate, owner is separate. According to this concept, what is that? This assumes that business is separate and distinct entity from its owner. So the accounting records are made in the books of account in the viewpoint of business, not from the viewpoint of owner. When we recording the transaction in the books of accounts, we should think that we should record the transaction in the viewpoint of business, not the viewpoint of the owners. Owners anna main agi itkondu we should not record the transaction. We need to record the transaction with the viewpoint of business. Business is giving some amount, business is receiving some amount, business is paying some amount. Not owner is paying some amount, owner is receiving, not like that. Business point of view, we should record the transaction in the books of account. That is what the basic fundamental assumption to record the business transaction in the books of accounts. That is why the personal asset and the personal liabilities are not affected or not recorded in the books of account. Personal asset and personal liability of the owner. Personal asset and personal liability of the owner. Say for example, Ram is starting his own organization. He is the owner of the business. Okay, his personal asset like this. He have 10 cars and 2 acres, some extra additional land he have, and he have number of assets, his own personal assets. Can we record those those assets in the books of business account? We cannot record that transaction in the books of accounts. So personal asset and personal liabilities of the owner we cannot record in the books of accounts. That's based on this assumption, based on this concept. So what exactly business entity concept? This business entity concept is also called as separate entity concept. According to this concept, business is distinct and separate entity from its owner. Business is treated as separate entity, one entity, and owner is considered as another entity. At the time of introducing capital to the business organization, business is taking, at the time of introducing capital, here taking aspect and giving aspect. Who is giving? Owner is giving. Who is giving? Owner is giving. Who is taking? Business is taking. So based on this, we need to record the transaction in the books of account. So this business entity concept is one of the important, very important concept in the accounting, basic accounting concept. Let's to study one more basic accounting concept, that is money measurement concept. One of the interested concept in the accounting, that is what? Money measurement concept. Dear student, we know that we can record the transaction. That transaction should be measured in terms of money. Which transactions can be measured in terms of money? That transactions can record in the books of accounts, that we study from the beginning class itself, right? Correct, right? The basic accounting function is to record the transaction. What type of transaction? That transaction, which transactions can be measured in terms of money, that type of transactions can be recorded in the books of accounts. That is what we study. We are studying from the first class of accounting. Correct, right? So here money measurement concept means what? It states that only those transactions can be measured in terms of money. Such transactions can, it may include sale of goods for cash or credit, purchase of goods for cash or credit, payment to Mr. X, received from Mr. Y, payment to Mr. Y, or payment received from Mr. X. Like that type of transactions can be recorded in the books of accounts. Overall, the main summary of this concept is, ಯಾವ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾನಿಟರಿ ವ್ಯೂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಮಾನಿಟರಿ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಮೆಷರ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಅಂಥ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ಗಳ ಮಾತ್ರ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, all such transactions cannot be recorded in the books of accounts. Say for example, appointment of a professional, total strength of the human resources can be measured in terms of money. We have 10 employees. In our organization we have 10 employees. Can we measure their strength and weaknesses in monetary terms? X is valuing rupees 1 lakh, Y is valuing rupees 10 lakh or 2 lakh. Can we measure like that? Never. It is not possible, right? So such transactions cannot be recorded in the books of accounts. So we cannot measure the capabilities of human resources. We cannot measure the professionalist, his talent or his skill and additional knowledge in the way of money or in the way of rupees and all. So image of the organization we cannot measure in terms of money. Those transactions cannot be recorded in the books of accounts. Another important aspect of this concept of money measurement is that the records of the transactions are kept not in the physical unit, but it is in a monetary unit. Physical unit ali, how we can say that we cannot record the transaction in physical unit? Like say for example, price of piece of land, say for example measuring 2 acres or 5 acres, can we record like that? Or we have 30 computers in organization, we have 100 chairs in our organization, or the building containing 20 rooms. Can we record that type of transaction in the books of accounts? Can we get exact financial performance of an organization? Say for example, 30 computers may be valued for 2 lakh or 20 lakh, or maybe all computers may be in the scrap position, or it is valued just for rupees 1 lakh. So we need exact position of an organization. So for that reason, we need to record the transaction in the books of accounts in monetary unit. Like we have land or that can be recorded, that should be recorded in the asset side of the financial statement. Land worth rupees 2 crore, machinery worth rupees 10 lakh, buildings worth rupees 20 lakh, and furnitures worth rupees 2 lakh. Like that we should record that transaction in the books of accounts. So how we can record the transaction in the books of accounts? That transaction should be in a monetary unit, like that. Okay. So in the monetary terms, and we can record it in rupees, maybe say for rupees 2 crore or 10 lakh or 20 lakh, like that. Okay. To record the transaction in the books of account, that transaction should be measured in terms of money. That is what the basic concept we should know in the concept of accounting. So to pass the journal entries or to record the single transaction or to record the simple transaction in the books of accounts, we need to know the information of these concepts. So money measurement concept means what? Any transaction, which transactions can be measured in terms of money, can be measured in terms of money, the transactions can be recorded in the books of accounts. For example, sale of goods for rupees 10,000, receipt from Mr. X, rupees 25,000. These type of transactions we can record in the books of accounts. This is about what? Money measurement concept, and it is what? The basic entity or the basic concept, business entity concept. Here business is different from its, business is separate and distinct from its owner. Here only monetary transactions can be recorded in the books of account. So take down the assignment for this class. Give the meaning of money measurement concept. Money measurement concept. From next class onwards, we will study some other concepts, the continuation part of this basic accounting concept. Thank you for watching this video.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.